Use a pacifier. Most people think that using a pacifier for babies is not a good idea. However, sometimes it helps when the baby wants to fulfill their desires for sucking when it's not yet their feeding time. Pacifiers would not do any harm to the baby as long as it is used properly and it is given at the appropriate time and age of the baby. According to recent studies, using pacifiers can actually give positive benefits for babies. For one, it reduces the risk of sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS. Babies have a strong urge to suckle during the first 4 months, so it is all right to give them a pacifier if needed. There are babies that won't accept the pacifier at first, but there are ways to make them get used to it. Get the baby familiar with the pacifier. It is important to avoid confusing the baby when first introducing him to the use of a pacifier. Before introducing the pacifier to your baby, you must make sure your baby is well established with breastfeeding. In that way, your baby would identify the pacifier with his mother's nipples, won't get confused with it. Choose the proper pacifier size. When buying a pacifier, there are things you must know about. Make sure that the size you will get is appropriate for your baby. Get a smaller one for a newborn baby. You can purchase a new one when necessary, if the baby is getting bigger. Choose your particular preferences. There are different types and varieties of materials that pacifiers are made from. It is better that you try different types and find out which one your baby opts to use. It can be round, preemie, orthodontic, elongated and gel-filled. Choose one with an orthodontic shape. If you are concerned about your baby's oral development, then this type of shape is for him. Orthodontic shape helps develop good oral features for baby. The shape of it is based on the mother's nipple, which are best adapted by a baby's oral cavity. The orthodontic shape also promotes good tongue, palate, and jaw exercise. Also, it promotes better teeth development. Choose a type. You must be aware of the different materials that are used for the pacifier to help you decide which one you should buy. If you are looking for a softer nipple for a pacifier, you can pick one made of rubber or latex material. The problem with this, however, is that these materials are not highly durable. If you are conscious about durability, you can choose a silicone material. Another benefit is that it also sweets the baby's palate. Choose the features you need. When purchasing a pacifier, It is not always nice to consider the physical features of it but also the benefits that your baby would get from it. It is wise to pick for a pacifier with a firm base. It should have ventilated holes for better nasal passages. The holes also avoid the baby from getting rashes around their face. Use the pacifier. If it is a first time for your baby to use the pacifier, be patient about it because there is a tendency that the baby would reject it. Do not force it to him because it might give a bad impression on him and would not accept it at all. Make sure that your baby is in a good mood, and then place gently the pacifier on his mouth. Do not ever give the pacifier when the baby is hungry or agitated. Do not put any sweetener on the pacifier. Try another time if the baby is not yet ready. Use the pacifier only when needed to avoid getting a habit of using it. Otherwise, your baby might become too used to it that it will be hard to wean him from it. Good luck, and hope this helped.